I didn't mention in the last video that Gaia is actually a fairly big town with extra shops and a pirate, and we know how this game feels about pirates. Welcome once again to Late Night Nerdery with your host, Mr. Late Night. We are going through Gurgu Volcano, fighting some centipedes right now. And that lava's gonna hurt, but you just have to get there to the stairs. I could skip all these rooms. In there is a bunch of items and money that we don't need, so we'll just go right there to the stairway. Why bother? And on we go to the next floor, so that's not the right way. Perilisks work like cockatrices, but the nice thing is that now that we have a pro ring, they cannot instantly kill you. A lot of floors full of lava here. Red hydras. That's no trouble. Stairways down here. So we'll follow the path. Some Cerberuses, that's a new enemy for us to fight. A lot of cool fire-themed enemies down in this place. And we'll move on. Going through the lava. And there's the next stairway. Follow it. A gray worm. Those are not all that powerful. They hurt a bit, but you certainly can kill them in 1 or 2 hits. Get some items. On. Following the path down. More wizard ogres, which by now are kind of a joke. More gray worms. 10 gold? Really? And we'll move on from here. Fight Agamas. They're not really too dangerous at this point either. Another level up. That's what I was waiting for. Nothing in this place is of much concern at this point, now that we're geared up and leveled up more accurately. There's really only one way to go to the next level, which is right here. You don't have to go any of the other paths. In fact, again, good items if you need them for other characters. We don't. And we have more than enough gold, so we should be good. And here, it is, or is it you, the tinder that defeated the fiend of the earth and disturbed my sleep? I, Carrie, will now show you the force of fire, and you shall burn in its flames. Okay. And here you have the boss fight in all its glory again. Well, for as long as it lasts. That was the second fiend, yeah. So that takes care of the next orb. And we'll take our airship again. Now, the next part, we're going to go over here. We'll save up. So we're going to go south, and over here is an area in a desert. Now, that's the Mirage Tower. We're going to be going there shortly, but not yet. This desert right here, you can see on the map where that is. There's a little patch you can land in. It's a glitch. You need to buy that bottle. It costs 50,000 gold. We'll take that and go back to Gaia. Now remember in the beginning I showed you a pirate who took a fairy from a bottle. That's in this town. Which, again, over here, some secret shops, extra magic, which does nothing for us. And we'll move on to the north of the town. Up here, there's that pirate again who said he put the fairy in a bottle. Well, now we bought the bottle for 50,000 gold in the middle of the desert from some shady guy. And this is what you do with the fairy. Drop it off. Pirate trapped in the bottle. Now you get Oxy Ale, okay? Well, you need the Oxy Ale to go to the next town. So we'll cross right over here. This is back on that continent with the desert again. And here we're just fighting some random enemies. We need to jump into the canoe and travel up the river to get to this town. There's nowhere nearby to land. Hydras again. And here's the town right here. So there's not much in this town. Certainly nothing we need. But we'll need to save up. And over here is what you do with the Oxy Ale. It preps the submarine for you to go see the mermaids in the sea shrine. We don't need to do the sea shrine just yet, so we're not going to. Now this part you could do before or after. We're going to do it before because it's useful. Since we're already right here. Travel up this river. Killing some new enemies, gators. And they hurt. So we'll heal up a little bit right here. And we're going to go into the... it's a useful place to go through quickly. There's really only one floor, though we will have to backtrack on the way out, which I will cut from the video to spare everyone the boredom. There's some bats in here. It's really a bit of a maze, but it's really only one pathway. 3 mud golems will kill me at this level, so I'm going to run from that. Some of these enemies I will kill. The rest, if not necessary, I'll just run from them. A nightmare is certainly no danger at this point. We come down here. I think I'm going the right way. I will think about that a moment. Yeah, I think this is probably the right way. So it's a bit of a maze in here. Kind of all looks alike. Come over here, and once I step in, I may have a fight. Take the cube, you can transfer to the floating castle. That'll come into play later, but that's why we're in here. That's just going to take forever. Grab some items. The ribbon is really useful. That will be the other half of taking care of our status effects at this point. So we'll equip that in a moment, but we're not going to worry about it yet. Now let me show you what that Zeus bracelet is really good for. Because it will take out a bunch of these all at once. And I don't have to waste all the turns doing it. It's significantly less damage than the punches, but it still helps. And we can leave here after this fight. We can go right back to town. Here we are, and there is the submarine. You can take the submarine, it takes you right into this temple, and you want to head north. Fight some gray sharks, it's a new enemy. It's all water-based in here, it's the sea shrine. So we're going to go up here, jump in this stairway. I'm going to take this pathway down. Ooh, red sea hags, and wizard sea hags. Zeus bracelet will take care of most of the red ones. And that's why we use it. We don't need it, but it certainly saves some time. And in here, there's a couple things you might want from here. Just to sell them again, you certainly don't need them. There's really no gear we need at this point. Although I believe there's an opal bracelet in here that might be of use. We'll take a look for it. It's slightly stronger than the gold one. And that'll be one of the last items we even can use in terms of armor. So I guess we should get it. We'll fight some stuff on our way. Level up opal armor, but that's of no use to a black belt. Water elementals, they hurt, but they go down in one hit. You probably could level up in here if you really wanted to grind, but I didn't, because there are some ghosts in here that will kill you very easily. They stun you and kill you, which I don't really want. Now that light axe is that's another item you can use to cast. It will cast harm, so if you're dealing with undead, it can be useful. I think it's harm 2 it casts, but it wouldn't do anything to these guys, so we're using the Zeus bracelet for that. The Mage Staff is another one. I believe that uses Fire 2. So we now have a bunch of items to cast spells if we were to choose. Generally, it's not going to be all that useful, except in certain rare circumstances where we have a lot of enemies to fight at once. Now on this floor, you just talk to some mermaids. There's no enemies whatsoever. There's the opal necklace that we're going to equip. It's better than the gold one. And we can bother reading all their text if you want, but they're basically just telling you that this is the top level. We need to go to the bottom level to fight Kraken, and where the next step would be, which is Leifin, which we're going to need to visit in order to get into the Mirage Tower, and that will be our next step. Now, you might have noticed there's a room we couldn't get to, but you can get to it because this room wraps around, so you go from the other corner. And there it is. And we can get the slab, which is what we needed in here. Translate from when we get to Leifin. Oh, it stinks, the rat tail. That's great. Alright, that's it for Late Night Nerdery this time. We'll see you next time around.